Travesties, a comedic play written by Tom Stoppard in 1974, explores a fictionalized encounter between three prominent figures during the First World War in Zurich. The play centers around the memories of Henry Carr, a British diplomat who is satirically depicted in James Joyce's novel Ulysses. Carr's recollections are unreliable, hazy, and biased. The story begins in the Zurich library, where Gwen Carr, Henry's sister, works as Joyce's secretary, transcribing his experimental novel, Ulysses. Meanwhile, Tristan Tzara and Vladimir Lenin are engrossed in their own writing projects. Zara completes a poem, cuts out each word, and randomly arranges them on the table, creating meaningless sentences that he recites aloud. In response, Joyce reads excerpts from his own manuscript. Cecily Carruthers, a young librarian, enters the scene. She has been assisting Lenin with his work and inadvertently takes Joyce's folder instead of Lenin's, while Gwen mistakenly takes Lenin's folder. Unaware of the mix-up, both assistants depart. Nadia, Lenin's wife, enters to inform her husband of the revolution unfolding in Russia. In a later scene, set in Carr's Zurich apartment years later, he reminisces about his turbulent relationship with Joyce, whom he views as an Irish lout. Carr recounts their falling out, which revolved around the financial matters of a semi-professional production of The Importance of Being Earnest, where Joyce served as the business manager and Carr as an actor. Additionally, Carr discloses that he had been spying on Lenin on behalf of the British Foreign Office. In 1917, Zara visits Carr's apartment, followed by Joyce and Gwen. Joyce seeks funding from Carr for a production of The Importance of Being Earnest, urging Carr to play the lead role that is not earnest. The characters engage in conversations and demonstrations of Dadaism, the avant-garde art movement pioneered by Zara. Zara and Carr engage in a debate, adopting the personas from The Importance of Being Earnest, discussing artistic theories. Zara espouses Dadaism while Carr defends the aestheticism of Oscar Wilde, the play's author. Zara cuts up a page containing one of Shakespeare's sonnets, rearranging the words randomly, and presents the result to Gwen. He expresses his love for her, and she responds by stating her destined love for a poet. Joyce entertains with magic tricks while he and Zara delve into discussions about Dada. Soon, arguments ensue. The older Carr interjects from the future, sharing details about the lawsuits between him and Joyce regarding the play's finances. In Act 2, Nadia writes in her journal as the elderly Carr explains that she and Lenin were previously imprisoned in Austro-Hungary at the war's onset. Lenin is in Zurich to work on his book, Imperialism, the Highest Stage of Capitalism. Nadia'S Journal, an early draft of her book, Memories of Lenin, reveals Lenin's strong desire to return to Russia and join the ongoing revolution. However, traveling to Russia proves challenging. The younger Carr arrives at the library, attempting to gather information from Nadia. Mistaking him for Zara, she engages in a conversation, and he plays along, inviting her to reform him, despite Lenin and Nadia's disapproval of Dada. The real Zara appears and joins the debate. Nadia and Lenin eventually depart. The older Carr discloses his past relationship with Cecily, from whom he acquired valuable insights about Lenin. However, Carr never divulged his knowledge to the Foreign Office, primarily due to his feelings for Cecily. Nonetheless, he believed that Lenin's only flaw was his political ideology because Lenin, like Carr, held a disapproval of modern art. Gwen and Cecily engage in a conversation about Zara, expressing their thoughts through a song's melody. Joyce enters, sparking an argument with Carr regarding finances. The scene transforms into a dance. In the final scene, the elderly Carr is accompanied by his wife, Cecily. Cecily informs Carr that his recollections are inaccurate, he never discovered anything about Lenin, and Zara wasn't present at all. She denies aiding Lenin with his book. Carr, refusing to accept her version, concludes by stating that he learned three things during his time in Zurich. Firstly, one is either a revolutionary or not, and if not, being an artist is as valid as any other path. Secondly, if one cannot be an artist, it is preferable to be a revolutionary. However, Carr cannot recall the third lesson. Travesties premiered at the Aldwych Theatre in London, receiving positive reviews. It has since been revived multiple times, with the most recent production at the American Airlines Theatre on Broadway in New York. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.